It's been kind of a wild ride with this game. I just didn't expect to complete it so soon. Like I was thinking that, I'd stream some today and then tomorrow maybe, but it's done, which is kind of weird because I really enjoyed that. How about you, Felix?
It was interesting. I had gone through the previous game of this company called the Count of Lucanor, and
I need to play
that
that at
very
some point too.
very much the same thing with that game. It was an interesting ride. It was um there was always a mystery, and the puzzles were simple enough to figure out. Though in Yuppie Cycle, I think there's a lot of things you can easily miss. I mean, the similar thing with the Count Lucanor as well.
I mean, you're definitely not wrong. I wish we'd gone
But
back and been able to get that tape, though I'm not sure I want to watch any of the tapes.
yeah, um,
Because they're a bit on the creepy spectrum.
again, I mean, admittedly, we used the guide for the last half of the game
Yeah.
just to
Not gonna
accelerate
deny
things
that right
forward.
there.
Um,
Don't get me wrong,
I,
I love taking time with puzzles, but not that much time, if that makes sense.
the puzzles, I think, were fine. Um,
Oh yeah, they were fine. It's just like maybe we weren't picking up on proper context clues fast enough, but well, that and my critical thinking skills need some work, but spinning our wheels is not fun.
um, I would say like the last part of finding your friends, there were no real hints to where they could be located. Um, I mean, the only hint that you get from anyone is the colonel to say that you can save your friends, which is
Right.
fair enough.
I mean, I
Um,
kind of assumed that once I realized that they had specific injuries and there was that man in the library, which I'm actually kind of upset that we couldn't go back and save him. I understand, like, that was a type of foreshadowing meant to introduce us to the idea that people could be wrapped up like that, but, like, at the same time, it would have been nice to actually go back and maybe save that character and get some extra dialogue from him. Just
um, I mean, wasn't he also the boss though of that area?
I'm not sure. I don't think that's the case. I mean, thinking
It's
back on it, there was no introduction of people being wrapped up in cocoons and then corrupted versions of them walking around on the floors. And maybe, that's what some of those monsters were, but I honestly don't think that's the case. I think that was a separate entity entirely.
mm, but yeah, yeah, the last half, the
Oh my
the
god.
half of the game was spooky. um,
If I hate those snakes. Like the fact that you lose some of those game elements you can certainly live without and it does change it atmospherically, but I can imagine if you lost the ability to see, that's game over with all the obstacles in there. You're dead. You lose the ability to use your consumables and well, I mean, imagine if that lasted past the boss fight. That would have sucked. But I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad, none of those were permanent because then we would have had to watch the ending without being able to hear, which, that would have brought so many other conclusions. Like, are we really saved? Because I still can't hear audio from the game. I still can't see anything. Oh god, I can't eat my consumables. I can't drink the coffee she just gave me. Oh no! You know,
there is an actual
oh,
achievement for losing all five of your senses.
oh god, that no, I'm not going back and getting that today. Like maybe tomorrow, because I mean I have
Um,
that save, so I could probably go back and do it. But my brain's kind of
I'm
fried.
I will say I'm a bit concerned. Because the last save we got was of someone like slamming our head on the photocopier, and that creepy. I mean,
Yeah, that.
the,
that
the last the last three saves before that, um, we saw a person like grab us from behind and force our head onto the um onto the photocopier, and I'm just hoping that I'm wrong. And when you load up your save, you don't get like a creepy sort of jump scare.
uh, I'm wondering if so.
I'm
Maybe what I had was a glitch with not being able to load up that last save because you should be able to, but considering the fact that this game has limited saves, I'm wondering if it's what you surmised before that if you save too often or you save and use witch paper too much, something bad will happen to you because maybe it was foreshadowing for the next area, but it went from having our head slammed down into the photocopier with blood to bandaging being wrapped around our head like webbing, which foreshadowed what was going to happen to us as well as the injury we were going to have. And
mm,
actually, you know what? Um, the foreshadowing there, I'm so dumb, but the injury we have on our head when we start to have that wrapped around is it's consistent with like the injury when we get our head slammed down on the photocopier. It's in the same
mm.
place. Oh my god, that opens up a bunch of new possibilities. I'm kind of excited, but I guess I'm kind of sad that the game is over now. Like I want more Yuppie Psycho. I want more content. Is this person developing a sequel? I need to go bother them on
What? Where
Twitter.
would there be a sequel for? That's pretty much open and
Well,
shut.
I don't mean necessarily a sequel, but rather a spiritual successor or even a
Okay.
prequel.
I mean,
Just they presented a really interesting world, and I want to learn more about that world because of the story they presented. I'm a little upset that we didn't see like the colonel pop up towards the end, even though
but
he oh god, imagine if he came out and he still had the horse's head.
I think he'd just be normal. I think he'd be riding a horse, or
Yeah, but then
maybe,
questions.
or maybe he'll like come out as normal as like someone who's just dressed up in uh, a military outfit and only has like a toy horse or something.
Maybe. I mean, that would beg a lot of questions like what happened to make the horse real and like all kinds of other
Because
existential questions. But
a similar thing happens
oh my god.
in Count Lucanor. Before starting the game, there are a bunch of characters you go to the before you get brought to the castle. There's your mom. There's an old lady. There's a douchebag. There's a there's a trader, and then there's like a farm boy.
Huh.
And you
That's
interact with these characters before you enter the castle, and then as you progress through the story, trying to figure out the count's name, um, you start interacting with these characters.
I just wonder though. Both games were made by the same developer, from the sounds of it, and from the stuff that I've seen on their Twitter page. But it seems like they have their own universal tropes. There's at least one or two asshole characters.
Yeah, and really, really shock and horror because I mean, if you plan on picking up Count Lucanor, I won't spoil too much of it, but
It likely has disturbing imagery similar or worse than this.
put it this way: um, the first time once you enter the castle and you uh, set off to start your quest to find the real name of the count, the farm boy that you met, is decapitated, and there are
Oh
goats
my
dancing around his
god.
body, and
Oh.
he's talking to you.
Oh no. That's um maybe I'll pick that game up after Persona 4 Golden. Just not right now. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fine with disturbing imagery. I have much less of a taste for it than I used to a couple of years ago. Like I used to be able to stomach this kind of stuff a little better, but over time I just have become less desensitized to it because I haven't really messed around with horror that much outside of like VR chat until my headset stopped working and then I just stopped that. And
Okay.
you can imagine that just not constantly being introduced to horror and gore all the time kind of it really gets rid of that desensitization, and then you finally look at it again and you're like, oh yeah, I haven't watched this horror movie in a while. What did it have, like werewolves? And then you look at it and you're like, what the fuck is going on? This happens? What? Oh my god, that's so gross. Why? And you're just questioning, why did I like this? Why am I watching it? What what drove me to these lengths? And it's just like, ugh. I'm a lot more squeamish than I used to be too. So it's unfortunate, but I mean, maybe I'll be able to stomach stuff. I just I need to slowly get back into it.
Fair enough.
Oh man.
Um, Persona 4 Golden is the next game on what you're going to be doing, right?
Yeah, I was hoping to have Red as a co-host, but the thing is, we were looking at the schedule for when he works and when I typically schedule my stream, and it might not work out, so he might end up watching instead of co-hosting, which is fine. I wouldn't mind if he's able to stop by sometimes, but for now, I think I'm just gonna cool off. I need to check my DMs really quick because I noticed Silver's been messaging me and he's the next one of the commission up. I don't know if
All
I'll
right.
be able to get to it today though. But for those of you that stayed during the stream, I don't know if anybody's left. I want to thank you for oh god, you're hosting me right now. We're at the end of the stream. Why are you hosting me now? uh, I we're guys, we're at the end of the stream. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel bad because here's the thing, okay? Fuck.
Just finished. We just finished Yuppie Psycho.
Like here's the thing. Yesterday my friend Zomoe actually raided my stream, but it was after I had finished streaming, so I had no idea. I had no clue, and I felt so awful about it because it's just like, ah, fuck. Now I look like an asshole. Oh god. So no, I'm glad that you're hosting. That's fine. That's wonderful. I'm just talking right now. It's towards where I would normally like kick off the end of the stream. So I feel bad. That
Well,
and ugh,
how about this? When do you
ugh.
plan to stream next?
That's actually going to be tomorrow if I get a reference for the commission, and if I plan on doing it again sometime today, I need a break because I am tired. My head hurts. The heat has been treating me very poorly. Just I'm sweaty. I'm gross. I feel awful. So yeah. Normally I would continue past this, but I don't feel great. You're not that. Just wanted to say hi. Haven't seen you in a long time. You need rest. You're not wrong. I think Felix needs rest at some point too, but
I'm I'm fine for the time being, but it is getting late.
yeah, that's more or less what I mean because it's like an hour from when you typically go. So for now, thank you all for watching this awkward stream with occasional changing sprites and mostly indie horror games or uh really good games that you guys should play, like Okay, this is not a plug. This is not endorsement. This is not sponsored. Go play Yuppie Psycho. Go play it. Go play it. Go learn.
Even though we
Go
just
do it.
completed it.
Okay, listen. I can promote this game. Shut up, Brett. I am not a sellout. I just love this game, and oh god, I need
It's
water.
it's been quite the experience.
Well, anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for dropping by the stream. I gotta get some water. I'm gonna take a break and maybe play Fantasy Star Online too, because I'm out of it right now. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Cancel.
Bye.
Get that cancel culture stuff out of here, okay? I'll fight you. That stuff is an actual problem.
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, bye bye. See you guys later.
Bye.
Fuck, hang on. I need to press the button.